Today we have with us Rabbi Menachem Friedman from Renewal, the organization which facilitates kidney transplants, which has been extremely successful since founding. And we have a special day over here today, Rabbi Friedman. Yes.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Celebrating, you hit 999 kidney donations on Friday, and today you broke 1,000, 1,001, and 1,002 as far as we understand, correct?
That is correct, yes.
That's fantastic, amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about your history and your experience with Renewal? I know you've been there for quite some time.
Yes, I'm at Renewal now 15 years almost. We've grown from doing a handful of transplants a year back then to now we're almost at 100 transplants a year. And the experience has been phenomenal. I cannot think of a better job to do, to be able to help people and help people that are willing to give of themselves in such a generous way, and to be able to help people in such a real way. People that are getting a kidney transplant are, Baruch Hashem, going back to normal lives afterwards. So it's extremely rewarding, this job.
Amazing. And I know I'm probably not alone in noticing that over the years there has been an increase in the amount of publicized transplants seeking donors and seeking assistance. How many tests are you doing per year, per month now versus how many you were doing back then?
So whereas in the past we used to put out an ad and we got a couple of responses to each ad for a person that needed a kidney, today we can do an awareness event and have 100, 200 people show up to get tested. Yeah. And the way that we do testing now is very different than we used to. In the past, it was just getting their blood type. Today, we're actually doing swabs at these drives. We're at the drive, we're able to get their DNA level for matching. So it's extremely sophisticated level of matching we're doing now compared to back then. And so a lot has changed over the years.
So the testing itself is even becoming more accurate, facilitating and making it easier and quicker to be able to find the correct match. That's wonderful to hear. Why the need, though, for so many donors? Why do you have the need to test and swab so many people?
Great question. So back in the day, the way we used to match was if you were the same blood type and there was no contradiction to transplant, there was no antibodies, then the transplant was a go and everyone was very happy. Over the years, we realized that there's so much better matches we could make, and we expanded on that. And about a year and a half ago, we realized that studies show that if you match on certain markers in the blood, that the kidneys will last much longer than they used to match. So whereas we're just finding a basic blood match, now we're trying to find such good matches. So we're trying to we're testing so that we're able to find those amazing, perfect matches. So in the back in the day, if you were ready to donate a kidney, there was a very good chance you would be able to donate your kidney. Today, there's a much less likelihood chance that you'll donate. Just because you step forward doesn't mean that you'll be a donor. You have to be that great or an excellent match in order for us to make that phone call to you to ask you to be the donor.
Wow, that's unbelievable. So your success at finding people that are willing and encouraging people to donate their kidneys has actually given you more choice, which is enabling and facilitating better matches, which is healthier people in the long run. That's really amazing to hear.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem. Yeah.
What else apart from facilitating the actual donation, the medical needs surrounding it? What else does Renewal do aside from matching donor to recipient?
Right. So the matching is obviously a very important part, and we put a tremendous amount of kayach into it. We just built a whole new software to be able to do better matches. But Renewal actually supports the donor every step of the way, from that first phone call, giving them in a no pressure way, giving them the information about donation, helping facilitate like logistics around the transplant. And then after the transplant, we cover their loss of wages, travel expenses. So those are things that we do on top of just the match. In addition, for the patient, and a lot of these patients would never get transplanted had they not have Renewal. And the reason is because they're not in great shape to begin with, and the hospitals are looking for the easy patients to transplant generally.
Right.
And because we're able to find living donors for these patients very often, so the hospital is willing to put the extra effort in to get them cleared and to do what is necessary. So there's so much more than just the match that goes into making a transplant happen, in addition to working with hospital relationships. These relationships are crucial. I'm here actually in NYU right now. You can't tell but I'm in the big room. Today's transplant is a man that found out that he's getting a kidney less than a week ago. And what happened was that there was someone else that was supposed to get the kidney. And then the last minute, unfortunately, his case was extremely complicated. The hospital decided they're not going to clear him for transplant. Because we have that great relationship with NYU, we went to the drawing board, quickly found another recipient, and we were able to fill that slot. The donor didn't have to change his schedule, which is a huge deal. The donor's taking both, makes summer plans and whatever, work plans and family plans. So we were able to still keep that date.
Wow, unbelievable. That does sound like it's the result of relationships that were cultivated over many years and a lot of hard work. That's wonderful. So you mentioned a little bit about this in terms of finding additional markers and things. You feel then that the testing process and the entire process through which you're connecting donor to recipient has improved over the years? If so, how? Can you tell us a little how you've seen the improvement?
So, the significant thing that changed was that they found that patients that stopped, so after someone has a transplant, they need to take immunosuppressants so the body doesn't reject the organ. And then, unfortunately, sometimes people get sick after transplant and they need to stop the immunosuppressants. And very often, they'll reject those organs at that point. So they were studying those that did not reject. And they were wondering, why did some reject and some did not reject? And they found that what they all had in common, the ones that did not reject, was that they had certain markers that they matched on. So this is like the most cutting edge matching that's going on. Like only a handful of hospitals in the United States is actually matching on this level. But we said, we have a Klal Yisrael that's stepping forward to donate. Let's try to find this level of matches. And Baruch Hashem, we've gotten a bunch of transplants lately on this level, and there's potential for these transplants to last way longer than they used to. It's still new, but it doesn't put the patient in a worse situation than the past. We're still looking at the old markers, but we're adding on a whole new level of markers. So we believe at Renewal that this is the future in transplant, and that's why we're putting so much effort into this.
Unbelievable, a whole new level of chesed. So for people that are watching out there, and I'm sure that there are a lot of people who really feel the importance and understand the importance of this organization, it's kind of hard not to. What's your main overhead? And if people want to donate to Renewal, what's the main overhead? What's your main challenge? What is what are your basic expenses that people can help towards?
So our budget consists of making transplants happen is a very hands-on job. It's not just a phone call and making it happen. I'm going to be this Thursday in Chicago with the donor for testing. So we actually are with the donor, at their testing, at the surgery. So it's a very, it's a customer service, but like on next level. So having a dedicated staff is extremely crucial. It's not sometimes people say besides staff, what is your own? No, Renewal staff is crucial to making transplants happen, to saving lives. On top of that, we cover donors' loss of wages, travel expenses, babysitting help, cleaning help during recovery, hotel stay if they're traveling. So those are huge expenses, including all these swabs that we're doing, which is thousands a year. These are all expenses that Renewal picks up. These are not insurance funded. Renewal does not get any funding from insurance, any government funding. It's all funded by Klal Yisrael stepping forward. So your dollars are going to save lives. So that's, if anyone wants to know, they could, we have this thing actually called Circle of Life. We don't talk about it often enough, but maybe today on the 1000th transplant is a good idea to mention it, where you can give a donation. You go on our website, you click on renewal.org, you go to Circle of Life. You can give a donation, any amount that you choose. That amount will be charged every time we have a transplant. So you can have a small part or it's a part in every single transplant as it happens. You can give $2, $18, whatever it is.
Beautiful. That's such a beautiful idea.
So
that really is a beautiful idea. That's terrific. Can you? I think I'm going to head over to Renewal and consider that for myself also. Actually, is kidney donation is kidney donation for everyone?
No, kidney donation is not for everyone, and I'll say it here publicly. I did not donate my kidney. It's not very popular, but it's not for everyone. If someone is hesitant, they're scared of pain, surgery, they have hesitations or whatever. Let's say someone has a family member that might have kidney issues, and they, those are things they need to work through before they're going to go for donation. Renewal is not here grabbing everyone's kidney or asking people to donate their kidneys. We're putting the word out there that there's a need. If you feel it's something that you can do, we are here to help make the process as smooth and as easy as possible. But it is not for everyone. But it is very doable. It's amazing, like the talking to the donors and hearing their stories, why they donated. Most of them see it as not a big deal. I see it as a big deal. It is a big deal, right? It's not.
I would agree.
Yeah, but kidney donation is life-saving. It's amazing, but it's not for everyone.
Not for everyone. So it's not only about matching donor to recipient. It's about matching donor, finding the appropriate donor also, which is something that you do in a sensitive and skilled way.
That's our goal. Yes.
Very good. Terrific. Well, let me wish you a mazel tov. So since you're getting faster and faster, I guess, I don't know when Renewal was formed, but it took until now to get to 1,000. When are we going to hit 2,000?
Hopefully there's no need to hit 2,000. Hopefully Mashiach comes before then. But, we're here for those that need. And, hopefully this message that you're putting out, anyone out there that needs our help will reach out. Don't wait. The people shouldn't wait till they're on dialysis. They should, as soon as they find out that their kidney function is going down, give us a call. We'll guide you and hold your hand every step of the way.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. You should have a lot of atzlocha and mazel with this.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Take care.
Culture.